Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, got a complimentary quad coming your way, man. And it's featuring the music of a band called SHEAVY. S-H-E-A-V-Y. I'm going to pronounce it like that until somebody corrects me. But I think it's called SHEAVY. It's pronounced SHEAVY. Anyway, they are, I believe it to be a metal band from Canada. And the songs we're going to feature starts off with Electric Sleep, followed by Savannah, Flights of Ecstasy, followed by Strange Gods, Strange Altars, followed by Tales from the Afterburner. So, man, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks very much to Marco, aka a national acrobat. Marco, thank you, brother. I appreciate the recommendation and also providing the links. Now, we don't have a ton of information about these guys and also about their song details and whatnot. So what we'll do is we'll just try our best to focus on more bio information of the band if we can find it. All right. So with that said, man, let's hit this up. Starting with Electric Sleep. SHEAVY, Electric Sleep. Let's get it. Giving me some vibes of early Sabbath, the Aussie years. damn, man. That is taking the classic song structure from the Aussie era of Black Sabbath and doing a damn fine job with that, let me tell you. Yeah, these guys, they've got a really good sound, heavy when they need to be, bluesy when they need to be, and they can kind of do that extending thing, stretching the song out. I love that shit, man. That was excellent. Really, really good song, man. And again, just like out of the page of early Black Sabbath, they're singing about things that affect us personally and also affect us as a whole body, the human race specifically, and the direction that we're heading in the cyber world and the artificial intelligence and all of these different things. We're basically just going to lose our way. Look into her eyes and see if there's anybody there, you know. 100 years from now, we might not even be at the point where we're talking to each other, where we're embracing each other, hugging each other, you know what I mean? Because we're just caught up in this space, this cyber space of existing. That's some scary shit. All right. So, oh yeah, you know, I was so anxious to jump into this shit, man, that I didn't even read Marco's hello. So let me do that before I get into the band. So Marco says, "Hi STB, a few months ago, I recommended you King Diamond's album, Them, which begins a 2-album concept story. I didn't know if it ended up on your STB Beyond list because I accidentally posted it on your Soul Train Grow. Let me know if I should repost it. I'd like to take this opportunity to recommend a quad, this time featuring the music of SHEAVY, and leave it up to you to decide which one goes first." Well, obviously SHEAVY is going first, brother. But what I'll do is I will make your next reaction for this platform, the King Diamond album, Them, and resend it to me, Marco, so I don't have to go back in time. If we're talking about a couple of months, and if you posted it on the Patreon platform, we're going back thousands and thousands and thousands of messages. So repost it for me. I'd appreciate that very much. I don't recall. Of course, I remember doing a reaction to King Diamond, but I don't recall you sending me. So yeah, repost it for me. Send it to me again, and I'll make sure I put it on the calendar. So, SHEAVY. SHEAVY is a Canadian band formed in '93 in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada, and originally performed under the name Green Machine. They're Newfies, huh? Man, I got so many Newfie jokes you wouldn't believe. No, I better not even try and tell you one. Somebody will rip my ass for it. I know it. I better keep it to myself. Sailor's jokes at that. Sailor humor talking about Newfies? No. In '94, the band discovered there was another band in the US with the same name. So a decision was made to rename the band SHEAVY. The band's repertoire originally consisted of a sampling of KYUSS covers and an assortment of originals that would eventually make their way onto the reproduction EP Slaves to Fashion and ultimately Blue Sky Mind. The band regularly performed in and around St. John's for the first few years at small clubs and venues such as The Loft, Sam Shades, Junctions, and the LSPU Hall. Record deal. The band recorded and mixed their debut album, Blue Sky Mind, over a single weekend during the summer of '95. Although the audio quality of Blue Sky Mind was low, the original master tapes later revealed a much higher audio quality. On the strength and popularity of the recording, Rise Above Records in the UK signed the band to a 3-album deal. The band now had more resources available and were better prepared for work on a second studio album. Okay, so Electric Sleep. Electric Sleep appears on the Electric Sleep album. It's the second studio album by SHEAVY released in '98. A demo of the album's title track, Electric Sleep, could be found on the web and was described as a lost Black Sabbath track. That's a really good way to describe it. Oh yeah, and AllMusic has a really long paragraph right up here for the album. AllMusic's Eduardo Rivadavia says, Chevy's second album, and first for the Music Cartel, is another diverse set mixing heavy metal, stoner metal, and space rock in equal measures, with an extra set of bones thrown at psychedelic and folk music as well. The band's songwriting skills were still in their developmental stage at that time, however, resulting in ups and downs not always predicted by the actual stylistic shifts, but rather the uneven nature of each separate song. Excellent opener, Virtual Machine, pretty much stands alone in the qualitative terms, feeding its gargantuan rotating riff and everything else, for that matter, through a virtual tunnel of processed distortion that serves as a perfect fodder for extended head-nodding bliss. The Sabbath-styled ballad Savannah and energetic rockers like Automation and Saving Me show momentary flashes of inspiration, but exceedingly average offerings like the title track, the needlessly 9-minute Stardust, and the folky Velvet never really go anywhere. Other than serving to highlight vocalist Steve Hennessy's disturbingly clone-like Ozzy Osbourne impression, these cuts mostly just trudge along unconvincingly. In short, Electric Sleep was essentially a holding pattern for the Canadian quartet, but they take corrective measures on the next year's quite improved Celestial High Five. Okay, and so that's what AllMusic has to say about their debut album. Good, but definitely room for improvement. That's fine. Sounds good to me, man. Really, really good. Yeah, so he's definitely got an Ozzy-like delivery, and maybe it is a very, very deliberate thing that he's doing, but you know what? If you're trying to imitate the likes of the great Ozzy Osbourne and early Black Sabbath, I got no problem with you. I got no problem with you at all. So, let's hit up our next track, man. Okay, yeah, this next track, Savannah, Flights of Ecstasy, it's on the same album. So I won't reread the album information. We'll just do the, we'll just check out the song. Sorry, I didn't look. I should have done a back-to-back and then read the album info, but that's all good. So, Savannah, Flights of Ecstasy, Chevy. Let's get it.
She forgot to breathe. She forgot it was make-believe. Can't avoid her eyes. She never cared for long goodbyes. Thought I heard a whisper. Something about a masquerade. How she dances every day for me.
Can you visualize Ozzy singing this? All right, man. So that's Savannah. Wow, let me tell you, when you're talking about contemporary bands, going back in time and channeling the original icons, the Led Zeppelins, the Black Sabbaths, the Pink Floyds. This is a really damn fine replica, and of course they intended to do their best to sound like them. Of course they did, and dare I say, I don't have such an all-reaching understanding of rock and roll yet. I don't have as much exposure from all corners of rock and roll, but I feel that it's easier to find a band out there that could channel Led Zeppelin and be a little bit more Led Zeppelin-esque in sound than that of Black Sabbath. What do you think of that? Am I right, or am I just limited in my exposure? Maybe there's 100 bands out there that sound like Black Sabbath, going in their style, not only sounding like Ozzy, but also following their structure, their musicianship, stretching out the song in the middle or in the outro, the theme of what they're singing about. Black Sabbath, early Black Sabbath with Ozzy, sang about a call to action, whether it's personal challenges or more so the expanded world. You know, what's happening in around the world, what they're concerned about. A very, very prophetic approach to their songwriting back then. And these guys, it seems that they have channeled all of those elements to mimic Black Sabbath, and they've done it very well. There's nothing wrong with fashioning yourself around a successful formula of early Black Sabbath. Nothing wrong at all. And, you know, before you even think of saying, oh, these guys are copycats, or these guys are this, these guys are that, hey, I don't have a problem with anyone copycatting early Black Sabbath. You know, I certainly don't have a problem with anyone copycatting Led Zeppelin or any of the greats out there. So I certainly don't have a problem with these guys. So before you even think of saying something stupid like that in the comments, beware. I'll be watching. I'm going to jump all over your ass if you do. So with that said, this was excellent. Really, really cool, man. Excellent song. It's a broken heart love song, but it's not sappy. It's not corny as hell or anything like that. And it's got a very, very strong power ballad ending. You know, it goes out with strength. Excellent. Really, really good song. So, yeah, like I said, Savannah, Flights of Ecstasy. It also appears on the Electric Sleep, just like the first song, Electric Sleep. So I'm not going to go into reading the album information again. So let's just hit up our next track, man. That is Strange Gods, Strange Altars. SHEAVY, Strange Gods, Strange Altars. Let's get it. I wonder if the members of Black Sabbath are familiar with these guys and their sound. Telling you to be careful where you place your faith. It could be just as simple as putting too much faith in a significant other, the opposite sex. Misplaced faith can lead to a lot of trouble, not just religion. Strange gods, strange hunters. You see how they're stretching out the hell out of this song? I dig that. Right on, man. Hey, I'm sorry. Oh, actually, no apologies. These guys have the Black Sabbath formula. They've got it, man. Between the sound, the musicianship, of course, the vocal expression, the subject matter and what they sing about, and the structure of the song, stretching that shit out, yo. They got it, man. Give them A for doing a really bang-up job in replicating and channeling early Black Sabbath. They've done a fantastic job. Is there another band out there that does just as good a job as these guys? Let me know. That'd be really, really interesting to check out. You know, people have sent me things in regards to, hey, check out this Led Zeppelin sounding like band. I think you'll dig them. Check out this Pink Floyd sounding like band. I think you'll dig them. But I think this is the first time that I can think of that someone has sent me something that complements the original Black Sabbath sound. You know, Very, very cool. And I think, in my opinion, like I said earlier, probably very rare. More rare than that of, let's say, a Led Zeppelin-like sounding band. That's what I'm thinking. All right. If I'm wrong, let me know, but don't kick my ass. I'm just guessing. Strange Gods, Strange Altars appears on Celestial Hi-Fi. It's a studio album from Canadian stoner rock band SHEAVY, released in 2000. Exclaim thought that guitarist Dan Moore really lets a southern rock influence shine in his guitar playing, and drummer Ren Squires truly kicks the bejesus out of his drums. The Chicago Tribune wrote that their sound is so immediate, in your face, and of the moment vital that it's hard to dub them retro in the manner of, say, Lenny Kravitz. And AllMusic, Eduardo Rivadavia says, Newfoundland's SHEAVY loves Black Sabbath. Their singer, Steve Hennessy, sounds like, no, virtually impersonates Ozzy Osbourne. Get the picture? With that bit of trivia out of the way, let it be known that their third album, or their third effort, 2000 Celestial Hi-Fi, makes no apologies for the band's obvious source of inspiration. Hey man, that's what I said. No apologies offered. None given. Album highlights like Hyper Faster, What's Up Mr. Zero, and Solar Sphere resemble sonic snapshots of prime-era Black Sabbath, simply updated with modern recording technology and augmented with elements of space rock. Understandably, some purists will take issue to what often sounds like the best Sabbath karaoke or tribute act ever assembled. But these should consider themselves forewarned right here and now. And if placed in a historical vacuum, Celestial Hi-Fi qualifies as a pretty good psychedelic doom album. For those interested in the latter category, this is a recommended release. Absolutely. Hey man, I'm with it. If you want to go forward with your musical career, trying to sound like and mimic the success of a fantastic pioneering band like that of Black Sabbath, and you feel that you can come close to complementing their sound, their vibe, and all of that sort of thing very, very well and represent well, go for it. Who gives a damn if somebody's calling you a knockoff or a karaoke, whatever this guy said, whatever the case may be. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? I remember, was it an interview or was it something I was reading about Motley Crue? They said that, hey, one of them, I can't remember who said this, remind me who said this. They said that we are going to go into it having a lot of fun, and we are going to kind of parody ourselves behind that of Kiss with the makeup and the flamboyance and the whole fun thing. And we're not trying to be exactly like them, but we're going to follow their blueprint of success. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we will come to a certain measure. We don't want to, and we're not expecting to match their success, but even coming within a stone's throw of their success is good enough for us. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they became very successful, and in their own right, they were really good songwriters, creators, musicians, and all of that sort of thing. So where it comes to complimenting a pioneer of the past, nothing wrong with formulating your approach after somebody great, you know? Remind me which one of them said that, and maybe what interview it was, or maybe I was reading something. Don't know. But yeah, very, very smart marketing strategy on the part of Motley Crue. All right, man. So, okay, The last track also appears on Celestial High Five. And again, same thing. I won't reread the album information and review. So, Tales from the Afterburner is our last track. Alright. Chevy. Tales from the Afterburner. Let's get it. All right, man.